follow the chant, you can follow the chant. Then please, while we are chanting, then reflect the meaning of the word, okay? They are saying in Tibetan, "Siksangbo shenisons," means say the gentle word from your mouth. Tuesangbo yilabums, reflect the gentle meaning in your heart. So then that become meditations. It become something meaningful rather than just words, okay? Then, as I mentioned earlier, this beginning of this class, every merit that we create this month will multiply. So with that, keep that in mind, and with that knowledge in your mind, Buddha as a physician, Dharma as a medicines, Sangha, so then as a nurse who provide cares, like that. So with that attitude, so then I say, with that knowledge in your mind, so then we hope to achieve full freedom from all the problems, from the samsara. Okay.
I'm putting my CDs outside. I see no point.
So now we recite 2 times. I go for refuge till I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Supreme Assembly. By the merit I created through this listening to the Dharma, may I become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit I created through listening the Dharma, may I become Buddha, benefit all sentient beings. So now same thing here again. Like 4 immeasurables, 4 immeasurables, 4 immeasurables. Immeasurable joy, immeasurable love, immeasurable compassion. First line, immeasurable love. Chamba tseme. Chamba, love, tseme means immeasurable. Immeasurable love. And then immeasurable compassions, immeasurable joy, immeasurable equanimity. That's how when you say the 4 immeasurable prayer, you say in that order. When you practice, of course, you practice equanimity first. So this is all good for us. Love, compassion is all needed in order to heal from what? From delusions, affliction minds. Such as, anger. If you are having problem with anger, what you should do? Practice love. Practice love. Generate love. Generate love. Chamche mei shedang pushin se. One of the prayer, I think prayers to one of the prayers dedicated to Maitreya Buddha. In that prayer, it says, Chamche me, great love, great love. In Sanskrit, you could say Mahakaruna, great love. Chamche me is like fire, it's like fire. Shedang, anger, is like Shedang, pushing is like the log that caught fire. You know, burning log. That's like anger. Burning log, that's like anger. No, sorry, Shedang, sorry, Chamje me Shedang pushing. Pushing is like firewood, big firewood, or big firewood. Symbolized as anger. You know, symbolized as anger. Love is like fire that burns the wood. That's like anger that burns. That's the only way to burn anger, through loving kindness, meditation on love. So that's why imagery of love is needed in order to heal from anger, hatred. That's the only way to heal from anger, is to practice love. The first one. Second go ninja tseme. You could say there are three different types of compassion. Simja samla maybe ninja. The compassions, they just focus, just or merely focus on beings. Compassions powered by knowledge of impermanence. Shula maybe ninja. Compassion powered or produced by knowledge of emptiness. Mimela maybe ninja. So basically generating compassions by witnessing some form of suffering that beings are going through. You are going through a problem, complication, mistake that you are going through. You don't judge. You don't become hard on yourself, or you don't become critical on yourself. That's not how to heal. That's not how to lift your spirit up, by looking down oneself because of remembering certain mistake that you made, or certain thing that went wrong. According to Buddha's teachings, whenever you witness or experience or observe some form of sufferings that other going through, whether there's physical mistake, problems, complications, mental mistake, problem, complications that you witness somebody else going through, and you are going through, what we should do, develop compassions. We need compassions. Critical mind, looking down on oneself, reciting the mantra, would have, could have, should have, I say, would have, could have, should have, could have, would have, should have, of course. Doesn't guarantee things go a different way. Why? Everything's happening based on karma, reason. Therefore, would have, could have, should have doesn't help. Does not help. That kind of mindset does not solve the problems. Or could have done this way, could have, should have done this way, would have done this way, doesn't help. Everything's happening based on causes and condition, and tinging devarjua, tendel, dependent, arising. That's exactly what it means. Everything happening based on causes and conditions. You see You see me, I see you now. This all based is not happening by itself. It's all based on causes and conditions. It's based on technology, it's based on internet, it's based on your will to be here. It's all different causes and conditions. That's why this is happening. Even though it looks like it's happening by itself, that's mistake. That's hallucination. It's happening because of all these causes and conditions. That's why it's happening. See, therefore, therefore, blaming yourself, looking down on yourself, being very critical about yourself, is not to overcome. That's not the best way to overcome or heal or shine or rise and shine. That's not how you rise and shine. You could rise and shine out of compassion. You have compassion. See? Whenever you witness or observe or experience some kind of difficulties that beings going through, then that's the moment that compassion rise. Rangi mi yudu churbe, dunga chinnawe, simjela mine, dunga da tande, namba chingi, sewa. So that's the definition of compassion. So you see somebody going through problems, then you feel bad that you want them to be well. So that's called compassion. So that heals you, other person will get benefit. So that's what compassion. The second, compassion, immeasurable compassions. Not just compassions that you see your friend, your close one, your family member, your friend, not just that. And that compassion expand out of friends, close one, to the stranger, to the people we call them as enemy. You reach. That means your heart is growing much, much bigger than yourself. It's reaching more people. So more happiness. Definitely more happiness, more joy that you achieve. Then joy, immeasurable joy. Of course, then you experience joy. Why not? If you practice loving kindness, compassion, why not you don't experience joy? You do enjoy. You do experience joy. That's how the joy has been developed. That's how the joy has been generated based on compassion, loving kindness. Joy is not generated based on hatred and anger and jealousy. No. Joy is not generated based on negative mindset. Joy never been generated based on negative mindset in the past. It's probably not going to generate in the present time. It's not going to be generated in the future. Joy is always generated based on loving kindness, compassion. So now it says you may order make sense. Immeasurable joy, of course you will experience joy. Your heart will fill with joy, even though you live in the cave. Material-wise, you have nothing. But your heart is filled with joy. Why? You meditate on for immeasurable every day. Every day you think about immeasurable love. Every day you think of immeasurable joy. Not like a minute you see some kind of physical problem, or whom to blame, where to blame. Or look, maybe this group of people needs to be blamed. Maybe that group. That's not how we heal. That's not the best way to heal. We heal by focusing on loving kindness, compassion. Whenever you experience, observe, witness your own problems or somebody else's problems, the best things to develop loving kindness, compassion. Why? That will fill your heart with joy. When you are joyful, people get benefit. People around you get benefit. See, if you are not, if your heart is filled with anger, nobody get benefit, even yourself. People around you, they don't get benefit because you don't look nice, you don't look good physically. Nobody wants to be around somebody who doesn't smile, who only show mean face. That's the result of anger. You know, it's not mean face, it's particularly generated by power, but intention is the side effect of anger. It's the side effect of the dissatisfactions reflect in the physical appearances. Nobody wants to see. That's the result. So immeasurable love, immeasurable compassion, then immeasurable joy, then your heart. No matter where you live, no matter how much you possess, your heart is always filled with joy. You could live in the mountain, middle of nowhere, material-wise, you have nothing, but your heart is filled with joy. That is the result of practicing immeasurable love, immeasurable compassion. That's the result. So with that knowledge, so then we recite four immeasurables, and that, you know, so when you summarize four immeasurable, there's compassions, basically compassions. Very important to understand the importance of compassions. Very, very important to understand or recognize importance of compassion is badly needed. Compassion. Without compassion, you cannot heal. You cannot heal others. You cannot heal yourself. In both cases, you need compassion. So now the good news is something that you can develop. It's not like that we cannot develop. We could develop. We could develop. It's just, you know, just need to think. Just need to think. It's not there. Oh, there's nothing to think. Oh, no. It's not lack of knowledge. There are tons of knowledge that you could think. What is lacking is we are not thinking. We are not thinking. That's the problem. Sorry to say, but that's the problem. We are not thinking about loving kindness and compassion. That's why we are not healing. That's why people around us, they are not healing. They don't see us, they don't see us as a compassionate being. They see us as something else. You don't see yourself as a compassion. You see yourself as something very critical. Somebody who's very hard on yourself. That's not how you heal. It's very, very important, all my friends, very important to understand importance of compassion. Compassion, there's something needs to be think about on daily basis, loving kindness, compassion. Particularly when you remember something difficult is associated with yourself, associated with other people. Whoa, that moment, time-wise, it is not good to think, it's not good to become negative because you are thinking something negative. If you're thinking something negative, if you become negative, no, there's no benefit. So at that time, you think something positive, compassion, loving kindness, compassion, rather than thinking about computations, how to get rid of that person, how to get rid of their business, how to get rid of their ideas. Nobody can benefit. Only compassion, loving kindness, compassion. 觉明凝结教啊，清洁老师，觉明凝结教。嗯嗯 Nyamda Doa Digon Dagima, Yaya Tinchi Chamber Susan, Dube Pola, Zero Margin, Jimmy Niji Jawa Chinjula. What kind of compassion that should be generated? Oh, the compassion the mother has for child, what you call unconditional compassion or love, that kind of compassion. So mother experience, you had that, you experienced that compassion. I'm not just making this up. The pendulum of Chuji mentioned in Guru Puja. Nyamta Doa Digun Dagimas. Nyamta Doa Digun Dagimas. Nyamta, desperate. When you look around, all these beings, they're desperate. They're desperation for happiness. They're desperate for happiness. Or going through all kinds of problems, physical problems, mental problems, problem with the country, problem with the politician, problem with the family, problem with the community, problem with the job, all kinds of problems. Every happiness or pleasure that we experience. Now this challenging time, now you recognize. Now you recognize because we are facing challenge. Now you recognize, kindness of the people who delivering the food. Serving the food in the restaurants, opening restaurants, opening shopping malls, able to go here, go there. Now you realize that we are very independent. Every our pleasure that we experience due to the kindness of others. Now this challenging time, it becomes so obvious. It's very vivid now, it's very obvious. That's what you think, the kindness that provided by others. Food, very food that you are, now you see something precious is produced by somebody else. It's delivered by somebody else. It's not just pops up in the middle of nowhere, it just pops up. It's not like that. So now this challenging time, we recognize it become very vivid. It kind of reminds, now it's very vivid, it's very vivid. Nyamda Doa, Digun Dagim, Yaya, Tinchi Chambe, Susamnes. Dube Pula. Dube Pula means very attractive child. Attractive child, the mother that has a compassion towards this attractive child. Dube Pula. Tseve Mashindu. Like mother that has compassion towards child. That's what it means. Jumi Ningje, Jawa Chinjalos. This is like, it's not artificial compassion, it's like non-artificial compassions. It's just spontaneous, like that kind of compassion. So then you guys change the focus. Now you're talking about other beings. Now you change that focus to yourself. Yeah. In this life, you become human. It's not accident. It's not random. One of the Kadama master says, my precious previous life, kind of you're talking to yourself, my precious previous life, Rinpoche, or my Rinpoche, or you could say, my previous life is Rinpoche, or precious jewel, my previous life. You give me this such wonderful gift now. Now, please, this precious human life, make sure that you don't throw me out of cliff, or means don't throw me into garbage. Carry on, move on, much as possible. Don't throw it away. There's the gift given by your precious like Rinpoche giving to you this wonderful gift. So now you have moral responsibility to make sure that gift is not just wasted. So need to feel good. Feel good. This life has had done tremendous goodness. That what you call I, that I did something wonderful because of that I. Now you're here, met Lama Tsongkhapa teachings. There's something to think, something every day, something to think, something positive to think about. Okay, so anyway, so sorry, so that should taking a long time. Immeasurable love, immeasurable compassion, immeasurable joy. That is the way to heal. Nyamda drowa dibo dagi ma yaya teche changaso dupe pola chuminje chawashni dunga tamutsame midwe chings. Nobody. Don't exclude yourself. When I say nobody, that include yourself. That we need to understand. Dunga tamutsame midwe chings. Nobody. That include yourself. Don't just set aside yourself somewhere else thinking about, no. Nobody. Dunga tamutsame midwe chings. Nobody wants. Nobody desire even the tiniest suffering, even the slightest suffering, nobody desires. Include yourself. Do you understand that? Are you aware? Not just understand. Are you aware that you yourself doesn't want even, you doesn't have any desire for suffering? You understand that? Are you aware? If the answer is why, if the answer is yes, then why? Why so harsh? Why you become so harsh to yourself? Why you become so critical? Why are you looking down on yourself? Why? Unless you want to grow. Maybe then if you with the idea of growing or moving on or moving up or going up, with that kind of idea, looking down, there's some benefit. There's some benefit. Other than that, are we aware? Are you not just understand? Not about like, it's like, do you have knowledge? Not just knowledge. Do you understand? Not just understand. Are you aware? That is the situation. That's the situations. That is the situations that we are in. That is the situation that you are in. That is the situation that everybody else in. No, doesn't want any sufferings. Physical suffering, mental suffering, does not want or doesn't have, has zero desire for that. Never be content when it's come down on happiness or pleasure. Never been content. Never satisfied. That is the situation that you are in. Everybody else, that we are all in that boat, in the same boat. Are you aware? What you should do when you become aware of the situations, that reality, that fact, develop artificial, non-artificial compassion. That's Benjamin of the Church said. Dunga Tamazam meditation, Delana Chujim, Dada Shala Cheva, Shinden Gawacha, Chinja Lobs. in the Guru Puja, it says, like cherish other. First, need to learn how to cherish yourself. If you don't know how to cherish yourself, you don't know how to cherish other. No. If you don't have a candy, there's nothing to give candy to other. In the first place, you don't have candy. How you can make somebody else's mouth sweet? Because you have nothing to have, you have nothing to make somebody else's mouth sweet because you have no candy. In order to give candy, you have to have candy. Without candy, don't pretend that you are giving candy. You are not really giving candy because you don't have candy. Don't pretend that you are giving chocolate, home chocolate cookie from Whole Food to others because you don't have one. First place. Compassion. That's the key. Once you recognize the situation that you are in, other people are in, how to respond? Compassion. Compassion. That's the root cause. That's the root cause of bodhicitta. Without compassion, there will be no bodhicitta. And the compassion and bodhicitta, they're pretty much, like as a benefit. Of course, the bodhicitta is much more powerful, but benefit-wise, it benefits you, it benefits others, It's very important. It's very important to meditate. It's very important to meditate. Of course, I struggle myself. Don't think that, Geshe-la is now perfect. Geshe-la perfect meditation compassion. No, I'm not perfect in meditation compassions. We all need to walk. We all need to walk. That's what is said. That's what is said by Master. That's what is said. So we have this marvelous brain to think. Whenever you become aware of your situations, that does not want even the smallest problems, or does not have any zero desire for problems or difficulties, and when it comes down on joy and happiness, no contentment. When you're aware of the situations, develop compassion. Don't become critical, harsh. That's not the way to overcome. That's not the way to heal. Compassion, immeasurable compassion, immeasurable love, not just love, lots of love, lots of compassion, pure. That's the way to heal. According to one of the Lama Tsongkhapa's mind 20 texts, Lama Tsongkhapa mind 20 texts, I don't remember the title now, suggests Rangi Rangla Shatse Tue Depchis. Tue Dep means talk through, gently talk through based on compassion. Rangi Rangla Shatsa. You have to you have to feel, you need to feel compassion toward yourself. That's the bottom line, that's the point. So, Shakyamuni Buddha, King Majeda, that Majeda, because of his actions, his father, passed away in the prison. I don't remember his father's name, but the king's name is Majeta. So then he was very depressed. He was very, very depressed, just thinking about the idea that he killed his father. But he did not directly kill, but because of his action, that father passed away in the prison. So that idea kind of like bringing him down into the deep hole every day, depressed. Then mother, of course, mother never give up on their child, no matter what they do. Even they kill your own because of your actions, your husband died. Mother never gives up on their kids. They're like, no matter what their kid does, mother doesn't give up. That's the one reason you'll never able to pay kindness back to your mother. Impossible. How much they sacrifice. So then mother, of course, the mother is like also having a hard time seeing he was very depressed. And mother suggests him to go to see Chaitanya Buddha. And he said, no, I'm not going to see. I'm the most evil person on this planet. What will Buddha say? I don't think the Buddha is happy to see some very evil person. Then mother encouraged again, then no, go. Buddha's all compassion, go. And eventually, of course, he went. When he went there, that number of people are going to see the Buddhas. But he's the only one king. He's the only king there. There's other people, ordinary people, they are going to see Buddha. Can you hear? Then Buddha said, "Oh, welcome, O great king." Buddha said, "Welcome, O great king." And he looked around. He said, "Of course, that's not for me. I'm an evil person who, just killed my father." And look around. Then Buddha said again, "Oh, great king, welcome." And finally, he realized that Buddha is approaching to him, and he kind of broke down. That is compassion. Even someone who like news has been spread in the town that Majeda killed his father. He is someone he was labeled as somebody who killed his father. The way Buddha approached him, "Oh, you are the one of the worst person that can ever this create heinous karma." Even though that's the truth, it doesn't help. It does not help. Time-wise, it does not help. That person is already depressed. You don't make that person more depressed. Even though you are telling the truth, that is unskillful approach. You need to cheer that person up. You understand? Life stories of previous master. Jinju Duje Nyamle means that life story of the previous great master supposed to be for us, supposed to be practice. So now, next time, when you encounter yourself with all this mistake, all these wrong actions, don't scream, don't yell, don't scream. You become unskillful. You're approaching yourself with no skill. That means you are not helping yourself. You are making the situation worse. That's not what you're hoping for. Or you don't understand, or you are not aware of the situation that I explained before. You does not have desire for suffering, zero desire for suffering. That is the situations. Are you aware? When you're approaching to yourself, are you aware of the situation? Or are you like assuming that you are looking for suffering? You are just assuming that you are day and night looking for more suffering. That's how it sounds like, the way we approach ourselves. Is that true? Ask yourself questions. Are you looking for suffering day and night? If not, then don't assume that you're looking for suffering. Approach with different approach. You need to come with a different approach, The best if you can say welcome, great king, or welcome, great queen. If you cannot say that, don't be harsh. Don't be harsh. See, don't act like that you kill your parents. Don't act like that. It's some mistake. It's not like, don't make it like big as, or maybe you kill your parent. Don't make big legs like that. How the Buddha approached someone who, according to the news, according to news that's been spread going around in the town, he was who killed father. How Buddha approached him? Welcome, great king. For us, there's nothing to welcome. See, need to understand. Ngunjung Tembe Namdar, life story about the previous great master. For us, this is instructions. For us, that is practice. It's more than stories. For us, that's practice, something that we need to implement. When your minds come up, when your spirit lifts up, not all the way up, so then it's hard to, then you need to bring it down. If it's too down, you can a little bit up. Then you say something, some Dharma, then you can hear. Before you cannot hear, why? Because mind is too down. Whether you're approaching to yourself or approaching to others, we have to be aware of the situation that you are in. There's no place for being harsh, being critical, looking down on yourself, unless there's some benefit. To purify, to move on, to purify. As I always said, don't think about laundry all the time. There's no benefit. When you're about to do laundry, if you think about laundry, what needs to be done, what needs to be done, what needs to be washed, there may be some benefit. Maybe you can wash them. Don't just think about every day what needs to be washed. There's no benefit. It's a waste of energy. Why we don't think about Buddha nature all the time? Why? Oh, that's too good to be true. Oh, that's too good. I don't want to think something good. I want to think something bad, something horrible. There's no benefit. Why we don't think about the possibility to achieve enlightenment all the time. Why we don't? Why we don't think, oh, tomorrow is another day that you can improve yourself, you can make more merit, or you can purify. Why we don't think about that? Why we think of all the time, oh, like I'm the one of the worst, I'm the one of the worst practitioners, I don't do this. Always something negative, always something negative. That mindset needs to be changed, needs to change. If you want to rise and shine, you can't rise and shine with that kind of mindset. You need to rise and shine with something positive mindset. Do we understand that? That's what I'm trying to generate positive mindset, reciting refuge prayer, bodhicitta prayer, meditating on Lamrim. What are you trying to do? You're trying to understand the situation there you are in, and you are trying to rise and shine, trying to develop positive mindset, trying to rejoice what you have done, something positive, not always focus on what I've done wrong. What good comes out of that? Zero. Why you keep doing that? Why you ask yourself a question? Why you keep doing that? No benefit, no benefit. That's not how you help yourself. That's not how you help other people. That's not how you help yourself. Oh. You want to eat candy, but you are giving yourself lemon. Don't think that you are giving yourself to candy. You have to recognize you are giving lemon. You have to look at it very closely. That's not candy, it's lemon. Or it's like something bitter, something sour. You are saying, oh, I don't want to eat chili, I want to eat candy. You keep saying that, but meanwhile, you are giving yourself chili all the time. You are not giving candy. So you need to look at very closely what you're giving. Oh. See. Every day, every moment is opportunity. Every moment is opportunity. Every moment is opportunity. So, we need to be aware, not just understand. We need to be aware what has been understood. We need to be aware what you understood. You need to be aware of that. You need to be aware. Okay, so that's very good. So immeasurable compassions, immeasurable, as I said, the way you approach yourself, others. Always compassion come first. Compassion approach. Compassionate approach. Don't approach to yourself other with ill will. No good. No good approach. Always make cookie. Don't make chili if you don't like chili. Don't make chili because you don't like chili. Why are you making chili? Nobody's like chili except Gishila. Don't make something that you don't like. Make something that you like. More likely you enjoy. Do something that you like. Don't do something that you don't like. Say something that you like. Don't say something you don't like. Think something that you like. Don't think something you don't like. Make sense? Oh. No, it's not just make sense. Are we aware? Question is, are you aware? Are you aware of your situation that you are in? If not, read Guru Puja. What Pension of Sachuja said. Read Guru Puja. Gishi Gele didn't make this up. Gishi Gele is here reviewing, reintroducing to you what has been said. It's not just make something new. If you don't understand the situation that you are in, read Guru Puja, read Lamrim. What Lama Tsongkhapa said about your situations. If your situation is only enlightened, you don't need to read Lamrim. It's the mirror that reflects you as a being, what kind of situation that you are in. Say something that other likes, say something that you like. Don't say something you don't like. Don't say something that other people don't like. Why don't say? They don't appreciate. That's why you don't say. Don't say to yourself because you don't appreciate. Think something good about yourself. When you think about yourself, think something good. Begin with precious human life. Do something that makes you happy. Don't do something that makes you unhappy. Don't say something that makes you horrible, miserable. Understand? Are we aware? Are we aware? So very important, all my friends. Compassion. Compassionate approach. Nobody is perfect. Nobody. That includes you. Nobody is perfect. Don't scream, don't yell, don't scold because you are not perfect. Be grateful that you are trying. Be grateful that you are trying. You are thinking. You are trying. Okay? Sorry, now it's taking a long time. Back to 4 immeasurables, no? Sorry, if you're 4 immeasurables taking a long time now here. So the point is compassion approach. Compassionate approach. Therefore, that we are going to say this 4 immeasurable prayer, 4 immeasurable prayer, hoping that our heart is filled with joy by practicing immeasurable love, immeasurable compassions, and learn how to approach compassionately any situations, any difficult situations, learning how to approach compassionately in order to heal. Heal your heart, heal other people's heart. So that's the purpose of reciting 4 immeasurable or doing the practice of 4 immeasurable. Okay? Yeah, so now we all say 4 immeasurable with that knowledge and understanding. Put on the screen. May all sentient beings have happiness and the cause of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that's free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends, for hatred for enemies. Simje tamje nyeri chadani data tangyam la neba churjiks. May all sentient beings have happiness and cause of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that's free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide equanimity, free from attachment for the friends or hatred for the enemies. Oh yeah. So now here, money mantra, okay, money mantra. First we'll recite this stanza. Not well by any fault and white in colors, whose head a perfect Buddha crowned in light. Zosan Jinji Ula Jins, Zosan Jinji Ula Jins. Gazing compassionately at all beings, to Jinji $6. To you, Cheresi, all seeing one, I posted Cheresi La Chancelos. There's in Tibetan, I just said English and Tibetan one after another. So now bring back the actual screen. Oh, yeah.
Gesla, a student had a question.
1 second. Money mantra. So this is, as I mentioned at the beginning of this class, this month is considered as very holy because of this 3 big events took place in this month, particular month called Sagadawa. So please, all my friends, including myself, take advantage much as possible because every merit that you create multiplies. Or don't think that doing practice is so difficult. No, it's so easy. So easy, it's not that difficult. It's very easy. Or creating merit is very easy. It's not that difficult. It's very easy. Not that difficult. So now back to the money mantra. So I've been reading this 1,000-page long, the traditional looking Tibetan text, 1,000-page long, composed by one of the Tibetan kings, Tsongkhapa, called Manikabum, which is 1,000-page long, Manikabum. So far I read 164 pages. I have willed to read that text many years. That text has been sitting at my home many years, but I'm sure I am one of the laziest human being you can find on the planet. So that's why I'm thinking, it's like 3 years passed just by thinking I'm going to read, 3 years passed. 3 years passed, 3 more years passed, just thinking I'm going to reading now, 3 years, 6 years passed. So then the 7th year I start to read. So far I only read 164 pages, something like that. In that text, King Tsongkhapa, so the Dharma king is not monk, he's a king, he ruled Tibet, but he was very devoted Dharma practitioners, and he composed this text, Manikabum. What that 1,000 pages is talking about is talking about money mantra, that's all. There's only 6 syllables, what do you have to talk? There's only 6 syllables, yeah. There's 1,000 pages to talk about, 6 syllable mantra. I don't think there's much merit because so easy to learn, so easy to say, wrong. Sorry, it's wrong. Dead wrong. How you say dead wrong? 100% wrong. Oh. In the Manikabum, what King Sanjay Gumbo said, I'm sharing with my friend here. Every single hair on animal, 4-leg animals on this planet, every single hair on 4-leg animal on this planet, you can count one by one. You can count one by one. Reciting Mani Mantra, the benefit of that, you cannot count. Now think about that. Did not say how much, how many, did not say. Did not say how many. Reciting Mani Mantra, the benefit, the merit that you create that cannot be counted. But every single hair on the 4-leg animal on this planet can be counted one by one. Now you go ahead and count the hair on your cat. Now you go ahead and count the hair on your dog and your cat count. See how long that takes. Just forget about every single 4-leg animal on the planet. Just the idea to count about your hair on your dog or a cat. See, does that overwhelm? Does it overwhelm? Yeah. That's how much merit that merit you get, especially this month. So just rains every day. 162, 362 days means all year rain. Each drop you can count. That much rain you can count drop by drop. You can count. Merit reciting Mani Mantra, you cannot count. So I'm very happy that some people at the center, like Jim here sitting there, took that my advice in the heart, finished reciting millions of Mani Mantra. The benefits, millions. Jim recited millions of Mani Mantra. It benefits centers. It benefits. That is the that's how we count success of the Kadamba Center. This is the success of the Kadamba Center. Success of the Kadamba Center. So something to rejoice. If Jim can recite millions of mantra, I think you can do too. If you don't believe, ask Jim how he did it. I don't think he cheated. I'm just joking. So the Jim took that advice in his heart. He get benefit, I get benefit, I encourage. When I say, when I explain teaching or practice, Steve finished 1 million prostrations. 1 million prostrations. Not easy. Can be done. My point is, it can be done. Can be done. If somebody did, you can do too. But I'm not asking you to do million prostrations. Don't worry. I'm not demanding you to do million prostrations. That's not my point. We can do. Don't think that you cannot do. We can do. Because we have living example. We have living proof. Living proof. Living proof. And yeah, so there are people at the center. There are people. There are, so you're aware, there are people who's doing so much practice or so much reciting, so much mantra, so much practice, so that benefit center, they benefit centers. So benefit centers, So probably you know what I'm talking about. There are people at the center who does hundreds of thousand mantra recitations, all of that. Amazing, amazing, amazing. What else you can say? So much merit. So that's benefit. Every word that comes from your mouth, when people hear, they get benefit. Amount of merit you create, they get benefit. They get benefit. Oh yeah. So so now please see all of that, practice all of that, numbers, millions, hundreds of thousands. It's for what? To change mind. If there's no change, then it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, the whole thing is to change. Wherever you look, always see something positive. Whatever you hear, always think something positive. If not, then you're trying all your best not to think something negative. When you hear our political news, your mind is calm. Power of your practice. When you think about certain people, your mind, not necessarily too happy to see, not that level yet, not reach it in that level yet, but at least restrain atom bomb that will blow up all your happiness for no good reason. Don't do that. As I said, don't do that. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your life. Don't do that. Situation. Causality. Don't think that complicate. It is complicated. It's complicated. Happening based on cause and conditions. It's not just happening. It's not like, oh, you're a Buddhist. You consider yourself a Buddhist. You don't believe somebody creates something. Well, you may have idea, or maybe because of that, because of this happened, because of that and this policy, that policy, this person, that person's. Bottom line, what you get, are you aware of your situations or not? Are you aware of your situations? If you're aware of your situations, be kind. Always approach compassionately. Always approach for your own sake of your own happiness. That's all. You need to protect yourself from suffering. You could say renunciations. That's what renunciation boils down. Protecting yourself from misery. Protecting others from a misery called bodhicitta. Are you aware? Are we aware? Not just talk all the time, talk about bodhicitta, talk about renunciation. What is the benefit? Just talk all the time. Like parrot, talk. There's not much benefit. Need to be aware. Huh? What bodhicitta means, what renunciation means. Protect yourself from suffering. Liberate yourself from suffering. That's called renunciations. Liberate. You can't liberate by being miserable, being negative, always thinking about something negative. When you watch news, you think something negative. That's not how you liberate. You're liberated by thinking something positive. You need to liberate. You need to help yourself liberate, protect from suffering by only thinking something positive. Immeasurable love, immeasurable compassion. Understand the situations, law of causality, emptiness. Hmm. Sorry, sir, because my face turned into wrathful. Well, these are serious message. This is a serious message. That's why I want my friend to be aware, not just understand, be aware. What is the renunciations? Protection for you. Free. You free. You free yourself. Then you free others. Bodhicitta. If you are not freeing yourself, if you are pushing down yourself into more pains, how you are going to free others? No, impossible. Impossible. Then life become like oceans. Deep down, there's always come, even though surface, there's all kind of things happening. Then you become like boat, you flow. When the water get into the boat, then that's how boats sink. Not because of water, boat sink, no. Boat can flow. Make sure the water doesn't get in. Make sure what you read, what you watch, make sure it doesn't weigh you down. If that weigh you down because you are not being aware of the situations. Or maybe we are not approaching compassionately towards what we watch or what we read. Or better not to watch, not to read. Or maybe do something else. You know? Anyway, this difficult, this challenging time, especially particularly this challenging time, that we need to be more aware, more aware. Or the things will change. Everything's changing. Every single moment, everything changing. I don't think that there's not going to change. It's going to change. I don't think that your cell in your body is not changing because you don't see. No, they are changing. Every single moment, they're changing. Everything changing. Don't be the miserable just thinking that, oh, there's no free movement. Yeah, we used to have free movement. At that time, are you 100% content? No. So now having a free movement again, will that guarantee that you are going to be enlightened? I don't think so. What it really means nothing. It means nothing. What it means nothing. It's just idea. Oh, that you have been now, everybody's been miserable because everybody's trapped. What do you mean trapped? Samsara as a whole, you know, we are trapped in our ego. We are trapped in our ego. Our ego is like a iron net that we have been caged there beginning this time to till now. So that's the real trap. Not able to move here, there. That's not trap. That could change. So anyway, I want you to think something bigger, something go, grow beyond, above yourself, bigger, think big, compassionately, kindly, be kind to you, to other. Minute you're trying to think something negative or yourself, say no, no, no. There's no way to become free. Just stop that. Did that many decades. What's the result? There's no result. No result. Okay, so oh yeah, so that's like compulsory. So now, okay, so time is way over. So Sagadaw, I was pumped up. Sagadaw, I was pumped up. Sorry. Okay, now questions. So sorry, now it's taking a long time.
Yes, Geshe-la, a student asked a question. How does she deal with a situation she finds herself in that she can't get out of? She said, I use compassion, but sometimes it is difficult. I'm taking care of a parent with onset of dementia, and it's very difficult.
Sherry, you want to say something? The reason I'm asking Sherry because Sherry is been taking care of her mother long time. She has experience. Then of course I will say something. Yeah.
It's very difficult, Geshe-la. Boy, advice on this, I don't know. I have a lot of help because mom's in a nursing facility. And so she is taken care of on a daily basis physically. Mentally is more difficult. I think what you were saying,
Sherry, like how you help yourself. Of course, we did talk. You know, I remember I'm talking to you many times, encouraging you not to, you know, and I like there's so much I can say, but I talked to you many times. I know I'm very aware that you are taking your mom. So and sometimes I give some kind of encouragement to talk. But what you usually you do to help yourself not to weigh down.
I try to stay in the moment with her. I try not to think of past issues with her or what her future is going to be. I try to stay very positive with her, not to give her any additional negative to think about because her mind naturally has always been very negative. And so when she starts on a negative path, I stay quiet and I just let her talk and try and get her back to a positive outlook. You can't, yes, you cannot, reasoning does not help with a dementia, a mind with dementia. You can't reason with them or try to argue with them. So, and that's hard. Most of the time she'll want to complain, but I've realized she really doesn't want me to fix it, and I want to fix it. I want to say, do this, this will be helpful. But that isn't what she wants. She just wants to complain. So I have to be quiet and just let her complain and know that I can't fix her problem.
So right now, because of this, situation that we are all in, can go to visit here, there. So, and that's one of my how to say, dream for the Kadamba centers. So there we I think we do have very good, we had, and I think probably still we do, good care group. Usually like a party like, I think kind of like leads that. So, you know, it's important to that that's my long-term goal for the center, that we have care group so we can go to give them some break, break. We did that in the past. I remember very clearly, many times. We did for the many members, and there are people still here that did so much, to help. They invest so much time going there, cleaning their room, and they did so much, so that some of the members, they already passed away. So that's from people from center did so much, some of them already passed away. So that is the group that I think right now, I feel sorry because we are all in the situations that we have to keep distant. I'm not sure, 1 meter, how long? What is the distance?
6 feet.
6 feet. So that, like for sake of your safety, sake of other people's safety, so out of compassion. So in the future, when this is over, it's going to be over, because it's everything that rise will disappear. That's the natural causalities. So it's nothing is permanent. So when it's over, so then whoever is asking these questions from the center, we can help give that person some break, here, there's something that we can do practically, we can do something to do. So then we did that in the past. So we are going to do in the present time, and we are hoping to continue in future. So that's something we can do. So then other than that, so it's hard, say this like idea of fixing. When you think about karma, fixing things get complicated. So fixing everything get kind of complicated. It's kind of become impractical. How you say impractical? When you think about the law of causalities, fixing everything is become a little bit impractical. So yeah, of course, it's a nice thing to do, to fix everything. So now question is why, first of all, why doesn't things goes the way we think? Well, not because your neighbor is stopping things, they are going to your way and the neighbor is stopping like that. It's not like that. It's complicated. So bottom line, we cannot fix everything. That's just our idea that we have, perception that we have, or we can fix everything. And sorry to say, that's the truth. You can't fix everything. Does not mean we should not try. Of course we try. We must try. In the bottom line, that you have to be aware that everything cannot be fixed. Just forget about the nations. Just think about your family, your own problem. Can you fix all of them? Because you have desire to fix. Can you fix all of them? Not. Yeah, we like to have control over everything, but that's not going to happen. Anytime soon, sorry, anytime soon, that's not going to happen. So therefore, like certain, you have ideas, Shady just mentioned, you have idea how your mother should, or how many times she should, when she should take medicine, we have ideas. I will give you my stories. So my father, so I have also experience. I'm qualified to talk about this, a little bit of experience. I want my father to take shower. I think it's in my mind, it's important. for health, it's important to be clean. For him, that's not important. So now there's conflict, there's problems. So you push your idea blindly, whether the person appreciate or not appreciate. That's what you need to do. That's what you should do. That's what you must do. It's important. That's all. It's not like, oh, do you like to take shower? That's out of questions. That question is even not considered. Your idea is you have to take shower. Period. That's all. You have to take shower. Now he doesn't want to take shower. What do you do? He likes to drink beer. He likes to drink beer. Oh, you could say, oh, I will give you one beer if you take shower. He said, no. He sacrificed beer. He choose not taking shower over beer. You fail. First time that you fail. You think you are going to succeed, you fail. You are not happy, you fail. Or you can just leave him alone, but that's not what you want to do. You want to take him shower. You don't want to leave him alone to take him shower. So then, of course, my sister, my brother, all they asking about shower. Then he said, I'm not going to take shower. I'm not fish. Why you want me to take shower? I'm not fish. Then he said, if you have something else to say, we can talk besides shower. I don't want to hear taking shower. So you give up because this cause problem now. You know, so we like to push our own idea into somebody's life without considering what they really want. So, yeah, pretty much like my way, highway. You have no choice. You have to listen. You have no choice. Well, that's kind of hard because they are the one who's giving you choice, who's educating, who's telling you what to do, what not to do. Now you are the one who's telling them what to do, not to do. That. Switching that position is not, psychologically, it's not easy. All this needs to be considerations, need to take into considerations. Need to think what they're losing. They're probably losing so much. They're losing, they're not able to drive. They're totally rely on you, getting here, getting there. They cannot drive. Yeah, there's so much, rapidly, they're losing so much freedom in their mind, not considering that as, not taking that into account. So then enforcing something in their life probably is hard. So I'm sorry that you are going through that. So when things get better, so we can give you some break from the center, people can come help you. And meanwhile, please try all your best. Sometime with my experience, sometimes just need to give up. Don't enforce your idea if that person don't like, even though it's for good cause. Yeah, taking shower is not like, we are not trying to shorten his life. We are trying to improve his health, but he doesn't want. So that's his life. So what do you do? So not just that he's been drinking. My father's been drinking. I could not stop. I sent him to monastery. Where there's no alcohol available. Somehow he managed to make a friend with the local people. He bribed them. So yeah, every attempt that I take kind of failed. So that you could call it a disease. So then that's where he get his joy. So now I'm trying to kind of stop that. It's just got complicated. They can't all mix the spiritual thing, then the health, or then his health, spiritual thing, and then all things that kind of mix. Then sometimes he kills mosquitoes, he kills. And I tell him, don't kill mosquitoes. And he said, oh, Buddha said very clearly, killing mosquitoes has no negative karma. Then I say, where? Then he won't say anything. I cannot win. But bottom line, I cannot win. I cannot win what I say. He always challenged me. So best things to just, okay. Oh yeah, so thank you. It's been now very long. It's been almost 2 hours. Thank you for sticking around. So then, Donna, see next Sunday.
Yes, Geshe-la, we have next Sunday,
Robina.
but starting on Monday, the day after, we have Venerable Robina for a week.
Okay, let people know. So when I'm going to come back, let people know. Okay, so online, on Zoom.
Can you
right?
next Sunday, Geshe-la, if you would teach next Sunday, but
Yeah,
then
happy to see all the people next Sunday. Yeah. So then please be safe and keep your mind peace as calm as possible. So I pray every single day, and you pray. We all pray. All the people who are going through this challenge, and some people have harder time to deal with. Some people has less hard time. Some people has a lot of challenge to deal with, and we pray. We send our prayer for all of them. The day and night, we say all of them. Particularly this holy month, we think of all of them, so it'll benefit. Okay, yeah. So then, Shamula, please say the dedication.
May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Allotted, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama Ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as a bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Majjhima's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, savor of myself and others, your disciples. Please, please live long. Now, 7 green tar mantras for Geshe-la and Geshe Samples. Long, healthy, happy lives. So they will be free of obstacles, and so all their Dharma wishes will be fulfilled. And I'll read the verse of praise first. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tare. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om tare tu re soha. Om tare tu re soha.
Oh, yeah. So one mantra, then stop, okay? Oh, the mantra has so there's a long the mantra of the Sutra of Longevities. Sutra of Longevities. It said that in Sutra it says even somebody's dying, if that person hears this mantra, that person's about to live up to 100 years. That's what it says. That's the reason I'm reciting this mantra for you, for your health, for your long life, okay, long, healthy, happy life. Jintenebe zowa tsaba me tumi jawa mo le zondo ma kene donga chupa nam sanje tsaba me la cha tsa lo om namo bangawa de abara me da ayun jana sumbo le zita do na ta 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 ara de sam abara me da pune jana sumba roba de om sawa sam kara pare shu de dama de ganga na sambo ga de samba wa bi de ma ne pare wale so namo bangawa de abara me da sumbo le zita do na ta ya ta ta ga ta ara ha de samya sambo de ya ta pune ma pune abara me da Somba Robasi de Oma Sawaza Makara Parashu de Damada Gangana Samba de Samba Bishi de Mahana Pare Omnamo Bangawa de Abaramida Ayana Sumba de Tata Ara Abaramida Pune and Somba Robasi de Oma Sawaza Makara Parashu de Damada Gangana Samba de Samba Bishi de Mahana Pare so to meet you at Samata. Tiemela Saba was Seva to the Chitapa to the Chimney. Oh yeah. See you next Sunday, okay? Yeah.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Geshe-la.
Thank you.
Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la. Gracias.
Thank you, guys.